good morning everybody, and welcome to Coolum Beach Bowls Club for day 9 of the Queensland State Championships. We'd just like to welcome you all here and to acknowledge the sponsors of this event, Identified Services Cleaning Management, and alongside of the Sunshine Coast Council and Coolum Beach Bowls Club. And joining me in commentary this morning is none other than Mr. Jim C. Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Tim. Morning, viewers, listeners, whichever way round it is.
Just before we get started, we'll make a quick acknowledgement to the Bowls Queensland sponsors, Mullins More Than Law, the Queensland Government, BCIB, the insurance brokers, ASIC Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and the Bioscopes Group. Thank you so much for your support with this event. So thank you so much.
We're looking at basically sunshine, a little cloudy, but no rain forecast at the moment. But there's always something tricky that happens. We've broken the world record this morning. My mate Desley Williams, very well-known player from the Sunshine Coast, played fours yesterday and came along with 2 bowls to play in the 3-bowl pairs event. Of which she figured that out about half an hour ago. She is now in traffic halfway home and not likely to get back in time, so we've conscripted the lady umpire right in front of us here, Liz Hitchcock, to sub for her till she gets back. It's unknown how long it's going to be in the Tuesday morning traffic at the Sunshine Coast. She might have got back here in time if she did it at midnight on a Sunday night. But pretty fantastic, you know, because could become a talking story on Desley about turning up for 3-bowl pairs with just 2 bowls.
I guarantee she's not the first to have done that, Jim.
Well, we just can't think of one straight away. She was quite happy to get a set of bowls out of the back room until she found out it would be on the TV rink. And she said, well, I'm not going to go out and play without my own bowls on the live streaming rink. It'll look really stupid.
I find the irony in that when you turn up with 2 bowls for a 3-bowl game. I think she already ticked that box.
So I asked Liz if she'd like to sub for a few ends, and she said that's fine, until I said it's on the TV rink, and she said no and ran and hid, and I had to go and get her and talk her into playing then.
Oh, she's a good scout. She's a local. She's a Coolum Beach member.
She's been here nearly every day.
Yep.
From the district sides onwards.
Yep. Well, there we are. We're off. This is a round 1 match of the women's over 60 pairs. They play 21 ends of 3-bowl pairs with a 2-hour, 30-minute time limit. And the teams today, as Jim has said, filling in is Liz Hitchcock, playing with Carol Rankin, and Diana and Althea Vaughan, their opponents this morning.
And I don't know how well trained these players are about being out of the road of the viewing.
Well, the best thing is that the job for sorting them out will be someone else other than Robbie. So the big stick has been thrown away.
Well, the greens are running quite well. Anybody considered how much rain we've had here?
Yes, and away last week on the cruise, and I heard that local misfits try to get in here and damage the greens as well. So yeah. They've done a great job in repairing that up.
Very good bowl there by Diana, if I get it right. One's got to come a little bit.
I think it's
Trying hard.
The weight was good.
Second shot.
Yes, I found it funny a few days ago when I'm listening to you on the commentary and you were talking about seeing shadows for the first time.
Yes. Well, people were out there with umbrellas when it was raining at 8:15 for the trial ends, and by 8:45 they had umbrellas out for the sunshine. Same umbrella.
Yeah, well, you've had a bit of interruptions. I think I was watching one of the streams by the pool on the ship, and I looked up, and there they are inside at Mooloolaba.
Yep. Well, it rained 66 mil after 9 o'clock in the morning that day. 66 mil between 9 and 4 while they played. And some of the district sides games were played. I know 2 of the days, the day 3, day 4, it rained 34 mil overnight and 12 mil on them while they played. And the next day was 33 mil overnight and 15 mil while they played. So
it's always a reason they give them 2 full kits, isn't there?
to get the event finished was very improbable at most of the times. I fear we might have to tell Liz to move a little bit to the side.
The interesting thing is with those sort of things, Jim, and you've been at this for a long while. It is manageable, but at times it's very, very testing to get Mother Nature to behave in the manner that coincides with the time frames set up. For the many years that I played district sides, I used to hate the Redcoats for sending me out to play in the rain. And I was sending 160 blokes out. As soon as the water went down from the pools, we sent them back out into the rain to get the event done. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been completed. Yeah, I was listening to Michael Sorensen during commentary yesterday, saying that his time with this event is in its last week here. That he's happy that they've got through as much as they have, and now I guess the real spotlight turns to Andrew Howie, who's got a huge field in the Aussie Open for next month.
Yes. Well, you just got to wrangle things around to get events over. It's not much good calling the event off when people have come from all over the place to play in that district sides. 3 great bowls to start this game. This one just threw a bit. 4 shots.
You just got to love some of these ladies. And
here comes Desley. It's 3 bowl pairs. 3 bowl pairs, Desley. You only need one of those 2 you brought extra.
Well, that's not a bad run to get back that quick.
I said that she'd only be required for 1 or 2 ends, but I really thought that I was going a bit light on that call. I thought she might have been a good half an hour or more.
Well, I know Robbie was making his way to Pelican waters, and I know that journey from here during peak hour is not express.
55 minutes it would take them to get there.
Okay, so end number 2. Substitute Liz on the mat.
Looks interesting. Looks like a pretty good shot.
Do I really have to go now?
The local supporters cheering her. Her co-umpire is on the top step.
Yeah, I think there's a few Club Coolum members there who were assisting in the setups this morning up there.
Cheering her on.
Yep.
Pedro says he knew a player turned up with 2 bowls to play in his own pairs playoff.
Hello, Brucey.
And
hello, Mary.
Mary's on board as usual.
Well, that one just needed to run another metre or so.
Yeah, Carol.
To get through there, you got a good ball. Oh, a great shot.
Well, they've got 4 on the first end and they've drawn a toucher off a very close bowl, so I think that'd be very hard to beat, the Vaughan combination. This is another good bowl. Just has to get inside her own.
I don't think it's going to get here. She had the right line, all right, but
ooh, needed a little bit more. Well, I guess Desley's got to be on there now, seeing as she's here. I'll just run and check. It won't be long.
Althea now on the mat for Team Vaughan. Fairly well pointed. It's just got to run out a little longer. Ooh. A bad first effort. Playing now down on the forehand side. Looks like this just going to cut across the head. Blocking that hand up a little tighter.
There's a bit of finger pointing between the lead and the skip on who left the bowl behind. Amanda.
She's looking to draw another shot here. She's taken a wider line than the last time, which is what was needed here. Coming home quite well here. Oh, that's snuck in.
Quite well, all right.
That's the one they wanted.
2 shots.
Another one.
How does she get out of that? Can't get there on the backhand and push that other one up for 3. Can't get there on the forehand.
Their only bowl is the middle one between the 2 pinks.
Yep.
Not sure that weight's enough.
Oh, it'll be enough weight, but needed a more fortuitous swick.
I think that was 2 more.
Be 2 more, be 6-0.
You just love it when experienced ladies that play this, there's always not a doubt about the score because they do draw the big numbers with their fingers. It's not like the blokes who throw up a finger or 2 and it's behind their back and you can't see what's happening.
Robin McIntyre says, go Jill Callaway. They got here early. They were here an hour before trial ends.
Morning, Amanda, Cam. Chilly day in Paradise. Well, it's overcast. It's not necessarily that cold.
It was chilly yesterday with the wind blowing 20 knots.
Yeah, well, sitting where we are, blowing through there, yeah, I can understand that. Morning, Jim, from NZ, across the ditch.
Jill Brewery from New Zealand. Jill. Well, we're everybody across the 19 rinks. We've got 19 rinks running today. Sorry, we've got 18 rinks running today because we have a forfeit in one game. And it was late last night and the players weren't advised that they weren't playing in the first game.
I think they were tossing up about whether they were going shopping or playing bingo.
Desley's first bowl. She hasn't had trial ends, and she's made sure she was up.
Yep.
She hasn't had trial ends.
It's now
down 6-0.
It's down now. Got a place on the bank and just dropped in. Yeah, good bowl now from Diana.
Saskatoon.
This looks to be a better weight.
Picks up the jack, it'll be a better weight.
Yep.
You call that a correction with her second bowl?
Yep, well, it's in play and a D shot.
And it's a toucher.
It's a tick in every box.
Wendy Jamison. Not so sunny coast. Same here. Hervey Bay. A balmy +7 and light rain in Saskatoon.
No, she's giving this another good line. Skip's liking it. Got behind. They are. She had 3, no roll up. Made 2 of them count.
Long-time member of Mooloolaba when I was working there, Desley and John Williams. John was always around to do any odd man jobs that needed doing. Newry Island is Mary McAnuff. Yes, it probably was 15 degrees yesterday afternoon out there with the wind blowing on it. It felt very Arctic at 15.
Well, I got off and only got home yesterday afternoon and dumped the bag and walked over here. And the boys all looked like they were a little on the cold side sitting out here.
Everybody had 2 jumpers on. If they had a third one in their bag, they were looking for it.
Oh, it's another one in the count from Carol. Still plenty of room.
This is the full contingent of the over 60 ladies event.
Oh, just at the one venue today for this.
Yep. There's 10 sections, one with a bye and one with a forfeit now. So
this is this hand here is the wider hand on this green, so you do need to take a little bit more than that.
She come around them or through them?
I think it's going to whack into it. It did.
Would have been pretty close without the wick off it.
It may even still count because the closest one is that the pinker one's at the front.
Di Deegan, I guess that's Mrs. Kiwi. All the best, Jill Callaway, all the way from Cairns.
The adjustment there is just been a little wide than this time, so too short with the first, too narrow with the first, too wide with the second. Big chance that the third one will be the ace, the killer. Carol's not going to run into bowls this time, I don't think. That'll be right. Commentator's curse.
Yes, Cam, we measure the green at 27 metres. Everybody has a bit of a guess at what it is.
They've knocked out 3 so far.
It's a fairly long measure, but gets them back in the swim. They didn't want to lose too many more from 6-0.
No.
Yes, we've got a... When I was Greens committee at Brisbane North, we'd go round the greens with a ramp, roll the jack down, measure how many metres the jack travelled. We didn't give an answer in seconds, but we could rate the greens from fastest to slowest on how far the jack travelled. So we rated the 52 greens in order of 1 to 52, depending on how very picky, very picky. Going to Ireland Monday for 5 weeks. Touring in our caravan. Really looking forward to seeing Ireland, says Mary Ingram.
Don't kiss the Blarney Stone.
Good start from Desley. That one seemed to be going the wrong way. Got to be a little bit under the grass line there. See how far it can travel sideways. Not very far. Handy bowl.
Diana's got a better line this time.
She'd want to have a better line than the first one. I'm not sure whether it was the wrong bias or not. Close enough for shot.
Well, it was like a roundhouse. Was it?
Might be going to sit it.
What's like the old golf saying? It's not how, it's how many. In this case, as ugly as it looked, it's where it finishes that counts.
That is the exact words I was going to say. It's a pretty handy one here, but pretty good answer. You run into me, I'll just draw it back.
Yep. Pretty sure things will probably change again before this end's finished.
Well, Liz only got to play 2 ends, and out of the 2 ends, she put 1 smack on the jack.
And that'll be in the highlight reel at Hacienda Hitchcock tonight.
Okay. Well, Desley's got a bowl in the right spot, a yard behind. Nothing for dropping short. The jack to trail, bowl to set. We're going to get there.
I don't think we are.
Gee, that's a flash shirt, isn't it? That'd be a target at a dartboard.
That's a blow-in shirt, mate. The Kiama boys.
Is it?
Every year they used to come up. They design a different shirt every year. The only significant repeat on all of the shirts was a big blow-fly somewhere on the back, and hence the blow-ins.
Wow. Well, there's every colour of the rainbow on that shirt.
Oh, there's about 8 different versions of that shirt, with some rather unique designs, and including one that actually has the Coolum Beach beachfront wrapped around it. Another one had the inner harbour at Kiama, and the multi one you've just seen Keith Wilson with, amongst others.
Yes, there's a lot of places that put the speed of the green up on the board, which mostly by the greenkeeper, who used to add at least 2 seconds on to whatever it was running.
You're giving away trade secrets, Jimmy. I've got a couple now. Let's see what Althea can do. She's got the last bowl, so you can get the +1 here.
It's going to wreck, I think.
Yep, it has. Looks like 2. So we are 8-4 after 4. We'll see a few familiar faces on the agenda to play on the rink, to the televised rink today. Quite a number of them have played on television rinks before, so I'm pretty sure they'll be up to how to do that and stay out of the picture.
Gillian Murphy's cheering for Carol Rankin.
Okay, Diana's getting us underway for their end number 5. There's a number of Kiwana shirts here again today, and club's had a pretty successful championship so far. A lot of winning photos and medal photos of Team Kiwana.
We've got the 2 wingers at the moment after 2 bowls. We've just got to correct our grass, which seems to be a correction here. How much passed?
Well, basically back to the tee, I suspect.
Just a little past. Desley's got better grass this time. She arrives, she'll be close.
Yep. That'll be the boss until something better comes along. So, Jim, do you know how many entries they actually had for the Queensland titles overall?
Ooh. I know 2 of the figures. I know we had 144 mixed pairs and 216 men's singles.
Okay.
They were the highest number of entries. But of course, when you do the 4 lots of pairs, there's over 60s men's, ladies, open men's, ladies. So there's 4 pairs events. So
well, they've already done the open pairs, have they not?
No, all the pairs are playing at the moment. We've done the 4s, the triples.
Oh, that was triples,
We've
the mixed pairs, yes.
Yes, we've got pairs and singles to go. They're our big ones where we need basically every rink on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
In our sectional play, that'd be today. Warren Downey was from Bundy. Nan Smith from Finley.
So, Team Rankin holding. Well pointed this. Going to hold its line all the way.
It's not quite here, I think.
Probably needed maybe a metre more.
We'll make it second shot. And that's nearly the same spot. A bit across the head and a little bit short.
We'll just be looking for an extra metre here. Have to correct us slightly on the grass line.
We're a little bit wide, but it's coming now.
Well, it does come. It does come back if you've got enough weight to it.
Desley waved her hand around there, draw it out there on the forehand.
Oh, that one's taken it even wider.
We've done the same sort of correction. Third time lucky. That's why they have 3 goes. It's a better track. Could be shot if it arrives, and it's coming pretty well.
It's going to miss it all.
Could be shot if it arrives.
Oh, that's a great bowl. It was quite a long time on the mat, but it certainly was worthwhile when they've produced a shot like that.
She was attacking it, but haven't got enough weight for that grass.
I think it should just be the one there.
We think it's only one. Nine 4. Going reasonably long by the look of it. Yep, more than 3/4 anyway.
So the post-sectional tomorrow, does that involve just the 3 games with the final tomorrow, or does it get through until the Thursday?
I guess we have all the ladies playing here in the post-sectional tomorrow.
Yeah.
The over 60s and the open, and all the men at Marucci in the over 60s and the open.
Okay.
And that will, with 3 games tomorrow, we will get it down to semi-finals the next morning, semi-finals and finals with no time limit.
So that'll be Thursday, yeah?
I'm losing track of the days.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will be Thursday.
And we finish on the Sunday, so that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday for you to get through all of the singles.
Yep.
Just about seeing the end. You've been down here for quite a while, but since before the district sides, residing across the road, I believe.
I went home for 2 days to mow the grass and see what home looked like. And other than that, I've sort of lost track. I'm trying to figure out when we actually came down. It was about the 5th or the 6th or something.
Yeah, on the
And I've got no idea what the date is today. It's just
the date today is the 20th.
it's just get up at 5:30, get ready, get to the bowls club by 7.
It's not like you've got far to walk either.
No, we have endeavoured to refresh ourselves at the Coolum Bowls Club because we only live where those white chairs are on that first floor.
Okay, yep.
That's our unit, Johnny Dearnest and myself.
I've stayed in the one underneath it. As a matter of fact, both those bottom floor units I've been in.
Well, that one there with the curtains pulled about 2 foot there, you can see that's where you stand having your breakfast, watching them mow the green.
Yep.
In the rain. Most of the times it's in the rain. And today it wasn't in the rain, but it was cloudy. The day before the road was wet and it stopped raining in time after they'd played about 2 ends.
I spent a week in there. I flooded my unit, and the insurance company fixing the unit had to find somewhere for us to stay because it wasn't fit in our unit. We spent a week over there.
And Nick Twining, no, we haven't been working on my karaoke skills. We haven't had any karaoke. We did a bit of singing along with a couple of really good bands they've had on here.
Morning, Nan and Warren Downey, watching from Bundy.
And
Close to your stomping ground, Jimmy.
I know Wazza pretty well. He's at the Burnett Bowls Club. Peter Leon. Lovely day in Brizzy, he says. Well, it's a lovely day here. The rain is about 10 mile out to sea. And while it stays there and continues to stay 10 miles out to sea, we'll be very happy.
Another shot there added, I think.
We need a bit of saving here.
They do.
We're 9-4 behind and 3 down.
There's a pretty wide open draw there.
Coming the right way.
It is.
It has to just drop on that bowl.
I think that's what it's done. It may have cut, Wally one out. Diana seems to think that they're holding one.
Well, they've still got one, possibly a measure for 2.
Well, Carol still has one to come as well, so she just needs to repeat what she did with the last one, sit on that, and that would probably be the shot.
She's getting round that bowl, which puts her right in the area.
Yep.
Bowl heavy.
Yep. All she needs to do is beat her last.
Right in front of us here, we've got 2 Marucci teams playing one another. That's how the draw works. You can draw anybody.
Yeah, I think that happened in the triples too, in the sectional.
Oh, there was a good one yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before in the ladies. That must be close to shot.
It looks that way. Out comes the measure.
Yes, there was Jenny Blundell's team with the two sisters. There was two from Mackay and two from Maroochy, and they were playing Mary Ann and her Maroochy team. So
Yep.
there were 6 Maroochy jerseys and 2 Mackay jerseys, and there was lots of comments of it's just not fair, there's 6 against 2.
So that last bowl was the shot.
Yep,
So,
needed that. Stay in the swim.
Yep.
9-5.
You got 2 tasks, trying to stop the opposition turning their board over, and keeping yours going in the positive direction.
Wayne Netter's talking Woombai is nice too. Nice day at Woombai. Well, Johnny D's out at Woombai running the show there.
They've over 60s are out there, aren't they, the men?
They say that the green's very good out at Woombai, from my reports. It's reasonably long end again.
Yep, pretty much about the same as the last one. Desley to lead us away this time.
Similar length both teams have been playing. They haven't gone to any extremes just yet.
Fair looking bowl coming in here from Diana. Just going to get a touch of it. Yes, she does.
Hung around. Not too close, but something that somebody's got to beat.
He's going to slice this and go with it.
Picked it up nearly on the nose.
Great correction.
We need a bit of a scan down. We've lost our master of ceremonies at the moment. We'll see what we can see. I can see a little gap from where I am between a couple of seats.
That one's gone right to the back. That has stayed on.
Desley doesn't have to do anything different.
No. It's definitely in a good field there. It's just now all down to her weight. She gets past this red bowl.
Like that.
That's a pretty good bowl.
That's the shot. I can see from my angle. I just saw a good shot on the rink in front of us. The girl from Maroochy. Say the girl from Maroochy's run the kitty right in the ditch and sat right on top of it. She is
fair response here.
She is playing in the over 60s event, so
don't quite think it got all the way there.
It's Murphy's Law, isn't it? When Tony goes away for 1 minute, they're going to trail the kitty back out of sight.
Yep.
So it always happens.
But Robbie's Law, we don't touch what we don't know.
Oh, it wouldn't be game to touch that. It could have an electricity. You could have electricity zap on that.
I could hear him screaming at us from down at Pelican Waters if we were stupid enough to have done that.
No, there's no thought of me touching any of the knobs on there. Alan Law, beautiful day at Robina. Looking forward to catching up with you guys and many others at the AO. Cheers from Lawman.
Yep, that's
saw a fair bit of shonky and dodgy over the last bit through the triples and the fours. They had a pretty tough in the fours.
I think I saw they got a bronze medal in one of the events, I think.
Yep. triples, that was.
Oh, okay. There we go. The magic has been restored.
You can see those 2 shots of Desley's. Liz Plowman watching from Mariba.
It's just not going to get here, this one. No damage. Might get a little walk along here. No, just ran into Carroll's bowl.
Block the head up a bit more.
That's a good guide for her, that she's definitely going to need to be around that to play
pretty long end.
A counter, I would have thought.
Didn't want to do too much tickling on any of them. Although she's not far off drawing a 3rd shot.
The last bowl. See if Althea can make the difference and convert this. She hasn't got the line. Don't think it's going to trouble the scorers. Girls walk in and take 2, so it's consecutive ends to Team Rankin. Finished 7 out of the 21, so we're 1/3 of the way through.
It was bad enough yesterday. Al was confusing Wendy by saying after they'd played 4 ends, they'd played 2/7 of the game. And all those sorts of things they were.
That's our betting background. Understanding the prices.
They'd had played 6 ends. That was 2/7 or whatever it was she was on.
Oh, it's a similar start to
Pam Widows watching from Mossman.
The last time they came this way.
We're out there at Jack Eye. Got the right track.
He's going to get all the way back, I think. Found a good home.
That's a very handy spot.
Yep, could still be in the game.
Couple of foot behind the jack on, still holding green. Not expecting the green to be running 16 or 17 with inches and inches of rain that have been in the last, even since this tournament started. And if you had a farm about 10 mile out to sea, you'd have another 3 or 4 inches today.
Yeah, well, that was the case last week. The first 3 days out of Brisbane on the cruise ship was pretty rough out at sea. Smoking decks and things were closed pretty much during most of those 3 days.
Well, there's a strong weather warning out from Sydney to Nambucca Heads or whatever at the moment.
Cruise ship captains are pretty good. They know exactly how to
this one just got to sit on that bowl. Had to quite sit on it. Not bad. Perfect line again.
That's where they come from.
It's going to be another. And a pretty good another.
There could be a couple there.
Just looking across the green, see the leading Sunshine Coast players. Mary Geary, Barb Townsend. See, then we have some of the Gold Coast players like Gail Crompton. I think Gail's on the live streaming later today.
I believe that's correct. It's actually Gail Crompton, Debbie Logan against Robin McAnally and Jane Mantle. So
Okay.
some experienced players amongst that lot.
Just needs a little bit more whooshka. What is the score on the other rinks? We haven't got a runner at the moment. You can see a couple of scores behind there. The next one, next rink over there says 15-4 in the background where they're kicking those bowls around. 17-3 on the next one, 11-0 the one after. So those three games are a bit one-sided. Now, if she arrives here, she's in... Oh,
It starts to come in ducky now.
Had to get the white one.
Oh.
Oh, might have made it second. Didn't have to get much more of that.
No. I think Althea's going to come down on her forehead, trying to pick the gap between the pink and the blue.
She doesn't want to hit the white one. No, she's under the white one. Should be a nuisance bowl there. Got to get around the first one and inside the second one.
Yeah.
Trying to make it hard.
Well, they're definitely one down.
Yeah, maybe. She's around the first one. When she gets inside the second one, she sits that shot bowl for two.
Well, did she knock it far enough?
Well,
I think she has. It is two down. I'll call there. So that's three in a row if they could dodge the last one here from Althea.
And there's a bit of traffic to get through to get the shot here. Well, she's put it out a fair way. Does it get round the pink one?
I don't think so. I think we're going to.
Does it hit the pink one far enough? Didn't get to the pink one.
No.
Possibly another two would square it up.
So I thought that
might need the measure for the second one.
That was the indication they were giving there earlier. So they pulled the blue one out. Now it's a measure.
Well,
the front white against the brown.
Desley was pointing at the white one to be shot, and Diana was pointing at the blue one to be shot.
Well,
so I think when they finish measuring, it'll be two, and it'll be 9 all.
That's my go.
Find out soon.
Yep. The yellow bit touches the bowl. What'll it be two? It is. Was in quite a margin. So 8 ends done. 9 shots apiece.
And we just see those feathers, flags, call them what you like, just moving in the wind, whereas yesterday they were flapping.
The teardroppers.
Teardroppers.
They look across at the top of the trees in Chateau C across the road. They're hardly moving at all. Desley's got the mat up in roughly the same spot as the last time they went this way. But I think it's...
Jack's a bit shorter.
Just a little shorter, yep.
Not a lot shorter, but a couple of metres probably.
Well, the momentum's with them at the present.
See the wind flapping on a shirt there.
There's probably a metre or so more required there.
Yes, it's over a metre. But something fairly easy to correct on because she's got the right grass. Came back a fair way. Barbara Townsend played a loose bowl then. She didn't play many loose bowls.
It's a bit better from Desley. It's going to come all the way.
Sneaking on it.
Oh, yeah. That'll be the boss for the time being.
Exactly the same grass. One bowl across the line.
Diana's looking to tighten hers up a bit, which she has. This is where they come from.
Bang.
Yep, there you go.
That's when you have that dreaded 2 foot behind the jack bowl.
Yep.
The bowl that covers that shot. Heavy greens and good players get that every end.
Yes, I saw quite a bit of the play yesterday. There were some brilliant games on the stream yesterday.
Desley's here. She's close to getting the same answer.
I think you're right.
Oh, is she quite here? We can't quite tell.
Oh.
She wasn't quite here.
It's a big opening here now. Done so well to fight back to get 9 all, and they don't want to give a whole lot back.
This one's going to pull up
Not as painful.
with the right grass.
Still a big draw there for the skips. Oh, Carol gets the first opportunity.
Sorry, Carolyn, we don't have Timmy Swanson here to run round and get all the scores on all the rinks at the moment. Not only does he run round and get all the scores on the rinks, he tips us winners the race.
I was just going to say it's he's got a shares in a few good ones at the moment. Well, ones that are winning and earning some money.
One good one that paid $8.70 on Saturday.
Well, another of our bowling acquaintances, Mark Casey, he's involved with Macram that won on Saturday in Melbourne at 40 to 1.
Need another good bowl here. Could be 3 with that Jack-Eye one. It's a bit wide, but might beat that Jack-Eye one.
He's not going to get underneath, or is it?
Might just
No,
knock
knocked
him to
it in
make
closer.
sure it's a counter. Got it on the wrong side.
Under a bit of pressure now.
Yes, needs a good last bowl because this could go to 4 and could go to 5.
Well, there'll be nothing for narrow here. But it is going to come to the back.
One doesn't count. That's the one to beat.
Yep, that's the one she wants to sit on. You can sit on that bowl at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
She's got wide again. Hello, we've got umpires going all over the place. We've got an umpire in that corner of the green and an umpire over here.
Well, there are 3 umpires on duty here, so
I know.
big shout out to
They're all on at the moment.
to the host club Coolum and its members. That
What is the rink number we're covering is number 8. Steve Burford probably knows what number 8 means at Coolum Beach.
well, I think that's was that 4 or 5? 4. So 4 more to Team Vaughan, which pumps them up to 13.
Where they've got 2 4s in amongst their scores.
It only takes one end to drop a few numbers, and it's a lot harder in with the old 3-bowl pairs.
Okay, we're a little bit shorter than per usual. Maybe the same as last end. Comes the last foot, we'll be right on it.
Well, that's what was left to get there, about a foot. A big foot. Very good effort. I'll get Diana playing on the other hand now.
Forced her onto the other hand. Whether that didn't upset her too much, she just drew a toucher on the other hand. I might need to go searching for Brian after this end. So I've got a few rinks to sort out on the cards for the next 2 games.
Roger that.
But Desley's got one more bowl to save this. She played backhand, then forehand toucher. Now she's gone back to the backhand. To come around that, finish in a good spot.
Yep, another one for the waiting lounge.
Almost perfect. Almost perfect, those 3 bowls. First one was close, second one was a toucher, and the third one's in exactly the right position. Well, they caught to 9 all, dropped to 4. I guess it's 1.5, might be 2. We'll see if Carol can fix this up.
Oh.
Getting up towards half time.
I don't think they're going to have any trouble fitting the ends in. If the rate that they're playing this, the only thing that could stop that is the rain guard Huey.
No, it's 21 ends at 6 minutes. just gets us over the hour, over the 2 hour mark, and they've got 2.5 hours, so they should have 15, 20 minutes up their sleeve. They'd have to kill quite a few to do that.
So I haven't heard any big bashes so far across the rinks.
Trying hard, needs a little tickle on something.
Yeah, it's going to move one of them out.
Move one of them closer. Didn't get much of joy out of that. She could have easily got the shot. Stays at 1 on the measure.
Is this going to get all the way here?
And you had to roll that one or stand it up a bit. That made it count. 2 now.
Pretty much blocked that side as an option, possibly.
Yes. Looked like getting down the backhand side to that bowl, but she'd been forced to stay on the forehand. And trying again.
It's a good line.
Does it get past the first one?
Well, she's played 2 fairly good bowls there.
It's had 2 really good bowls for naught result. This is in the area to promote her own. No, she's underneath it. Thought she might have been getting to her own pink bowl then, but she's got across a fairway. See if she can play one just as good. She played 2 extra good bowls. She's thinking of playing backhand because she didn't get it on the forehand.
Yeah, well, that's where she's gone to look. She does have catches, she can pick that line. Fortunately, she's a bit wide.
I imagine it's 2.
It was.
Desley will sort that up shortly. Okay, viewers, thanks for having me. I better go and look for Brian to take over. Bye now.
Thanks very much, Jim. I'm sure we'll be hearing from you again before these championships are finished. Just reiterating, the streaming today is the ladies over 60 pairs. The play is sectional, 21 ends of 3 bowl pairs with a 2 hour, 30-minute time limit. And the match that we're streaming is Desley Williams, Carol Rankin, playing Team Vaughan, Diana and Althea, and they are currently 15-9 up after 10 ends. Yeah, fairly good start coming in here, probably a metre or so. Oh, Carol's riding this one home. Perfect. Looks to be the shot. Just behind. They've got policeman Jimmy over there shooing the girls away from the centre line. He'd be doing it with a big smile on his face. He doesn't have a big stick like our other little mate Robbie. Going to get back in for second shot. That has. Well, that's the one that Desley's looking to beat. Well, she's in a fair line. Just got to get the weight to get all the way back here. Still coming. Not quite sure that it got there far enough, but still 6 bowls more to come. And I would like to welcome back to the commentary Bowls Queensland President Brian Marshall. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
Fantastic, mate.
Mate, just been sitting down there watching both the greens down below. Gee whiz, there's some quality bowls being played down there this morning.
There's some gun players there that have done very well. Most of them have been part of the district side, so they've been playing bowls since early May. A lot of them.
I must admit, mate, if you ever been into a NRL change room, mate, there's a lot of denker rub down there this morning. I can assure you of that.
Mate, we don't own up to being in NRL dressing rooms. We own up to being in rugby dressing rooms.
Well, that's true too. Gee whiz, it brought back memories. Just watching and talking to a few of the girls down there, and the amount of denker rub down there, I thought, my godfather. But what a great game we got here too, and still got plenty of time.
Yeah, it's been a game in 2 halves. The team Vaughan started well. They got off to a 6-zip start, and team Rankin came back, and we were at 9 all. And team Vaughan managed to get a 4 and a 2 and jump out to a 6-shot lead, but there's plenty of ends left. I think Carroll is actually holding a shot at the moment.
I'm going to play the forehand down through, even onto her front bowl. She'd probably like to come around it, I guess, Tim. Just a little bit too much weight on that one. Hey, good on you, Irene. Watching from over in Scotland. Okay, playing the backhand here. Playing away from the club rooms here at Coolum Beach.
Not sure this has gone far enough. She doesn't want to promote the front one.
Inside edge? No, not quite.
Okay, the last end for last bowl on this end for Althea.
Yep.
So she can't either promote hers or come underneath, get the jack. This is a better line than the last one. It's now down to whether she gets around cleanly. Oh, that was a great effort.
Very close, Tim, wasn't it?
Yep.
G'day, Andrew. Logged in from the UK.
Right, certainly sent that one out wide enough not to be doing any damage. Is it going to get all the way back?
Yeah, well, it came back a fair way, Tim, didn't it?
Traffic copying it out, and it just didn't quite get back there. They're walking around in circles. Oh, that's interesting.
Just the one.
Yeah, it was one down. I thought they were holding
shot there with that.
Well, they had us confused.
Well, sometimes it can be very deceiving.
Yeah, that's not hard to confuse us either, is it?
Very easy to confuse us. How the Glasshouse girls going? I can't really tell you that.
It must be on the third green, I think, are they? I can't see a Glasshouse shirt anywhere there.
I've just been down that neck of the woods, but I couldn't tell you the scores off the top of my head. Oh, there they are down there. They're down on the bottom green. Glasshouse shirt. Whatever, there's not too sure who's who, but the score on that rink is... Am I looking at the right rink? I think it's like 17-8, is it? After 12 ends. And Glasshouse is holding 2, so I don't know who's 17, I don't know who's 8, but that's best we can do for you. G'day, Frankie, how are you, mate?
I can't see through that, but
Yeah,
that
there's-
glass,
Yeah,
the pole's on there.
It's right in your way there, Tim.
Yeah.
JB is 8 and DB is 17.
Say again?
JB
JV
is 8
is 8,
and DB is 17.
DV is 17. There we go, you can work that one out, Sally. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Now,
And if they're looking, you can jump on the bowls link, and you'll be able to see. But what rink were they on, Brian?
yeah, it looks as though they're on rink 13.
On 13. So you'll be able to jump on the site there, and the draw will be there for
Yep, the results come in straight after the
for
game.
round 1. And you can work out the names of the players will be listed on that draw. So
Absolutely.
given we've given you the initials, you can work out who's who in the zoo if you didn't already know. Well, Desley was looking to take some advantage here and make sure this gets all the way here.
Played this very well, Tim. Just a tad short, but still on the run. It's definitely holding 2 shots there by the looks of it.
Yep. There 2 would be the go. But there's a football field to get there, but draws on both sides.
Yep. Yeah, you could play this either hand, really, Tim, couldn't you? So,
I think Althea's played a lot of this game coming this way on the forehand.
yep.
So it won't surprise me to see her elect to go to that side with a big open draw.
Yeah, well, there's not much breeze, really. It's a bit nippy down there, though, I will say that. So,
You can just see some of the tier sponsor banners blowing in the wind.
yes.
However, if you look to the right of those where the trees are, there's not a bit of movement in any of it.
No. It was 19.7 degrees here this morning in Coolum. No, that's just changed to 20.2. And I reckon it feels like 16.6 there, Tim.
You need to get under here. Not quite going to make it.
Quite, yeah. Just need a bit more weight, really. Best part about it, though, Tim, is there's no forecast of rain today.
Well, there you go.
How good is that, mate?
Pretty good bowl here from the skip.
Yeah, great bowl there.
Slid past.
That is the shot.
Pretty important that Carroll can stop and get their board turned over. We
Yep.
don't want to let them get too far in front. Just going to get a bit of a ride, and she has. She got a bit of luck there. Landed right on the jack. 4 shot. They have plenty of back bowls, or at least 2 behind. The
Yep.
backest 2 are Althea's, so she can be a little aggressive here.
She's got a nice line on this here, coming down to her weight. Holding that line, it's just starting to go now.
No, it's going to be too full.
Yeah, just needed a little bit more weight on that because she had a perfect line for what she was after.
Yeah, Carol's looking to just draw inside Desley's white bowl or promote it in. She's got a pretty good bowl coming here. Just don't want to move it too much.
Oh,
Ooh.
she has to, Tim.
God,
Played that a little
think
too
she's
well.
I think she's given that away.
Yeah, it does look that way, doesn't it? Yes. Just left the hand a little bit too cleanly, that one, didn't it?
Yeah. You could afford it. She could have afforded to have been a slightly wider, and that would not have occurred. But that's bowls.
It certainly is.
So one more to the scorecard. We've now completed 12 ends.
See what length they're happy with.
Well, they're pretty much nearly on the tee. Skip's standing at 3/4 length, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, 3/4, mate.
Didn't have to make much of a change to Jack. Gone down the line and stayed there.
He's just pulling up just a tad short with that one. Had a perfect line on it.
No, you're not going through us at all. It's down there.
It's all down there.
Yep.
Yeah, nice reply.
This could be a pretty pivotal point in the match, so Desley and Carol need to get as many there as they can in the head. Stop the board from turning over from the opposition.
A few brave souls up on the balcony. Yeah, I've got a good grass line on this one here. Comes down to her weight. I just don't think she's given it enough to be inside that or around it. Around it probably would have been the better result there, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically the same deal as the last bowl. They're just hooking in there, aren't they?
This is run the same way, yep.
That little breeze is just enough to get them turning. Once they start, they keep going. Yeah, probably the safer hand for them to play, Tim, isn't it? Like got their own bowl there. They do have a couple of the oppositions on the back end.
I don't know whether it's going to get all the way back. It's got the legs. It's trying very hard. Well,
played that very
there
well.
you go. That's what you needed.
Yep. And that's in a pretty good home too, though.
Yes, it is, because on that particular hand, that's going to make it difficult for for Althea. And at least on the other hand, she's got an opportunity of working in off her own or drawing around it.
Okay, on the mat at the moment. Just like going to play backhand here, Tim. She's lining up.
She's very deliberate in her preparation. He's pointed this pretty well. It's going to...
The outside edge, that was awfully close.
I thought she was coming straight for it.
Yep.
Getting the jack. But,
well, she's cleared a nice little path for herself now, Tim, when you look at that, hasn't she, for her next bowl?
She can afford to, be wider because it's hers on the way in.
Yep.
Carol's not going to be in the way, so, as you said...
Still there.
Definite way through.
Even if any contact on any of those red bowls, happy days.
Or touching the jack is
Yes.
beneficial because they're basically all behind for her team.
Be a bit too tight with this one.
Yep.
Depending if she sets his outside one properly, she'll get a result.
Pump
Just like
inside.
that. I reckon she got a result out of that. Yeah.
Either hand, she has a chance of knocking the opposition in, but there is a good hole there to draw in.
Yes, or even come around that front bowl, Tim, and I think she'll get a very handy result.
Well, she doesn't want to promote that, but she's got underneath. Not sure whether that's in the count or not. A bit deceptive.
Tell you what, it's looking pretty close from here anyway.
I think, it's close for the shot.
Yeah.
I think that the...
G'day, Di, how are you? How's Jill? They're down on the bottom green, I think, Di.
Well, I think she's going to find the port this time. She has.
Kitty?
Very
Emma.
good bowl.
That's a great bowl.
That will be definitely the shot.
Gee, she played that well that time, Tim. Played it with great weight.
She's managed to correct a number of times when looking for the bowl to convert. It's not the first time she's converted like that. Playing very well.
Coming down, have a look at the head too. Can't see from here, Di. Sorry about that. Looks like they've declared the head. Tim looks as though we wasn't going to risk it.
That stops the turnover and adds one to there. So we are 13 ends in and 17-10 scoreline. We have 65 minutes to play for the other 8 ends. As I said, don't think time's going to be a factor at all here.
No, I think with the rain and the early morning's start too, with the heavy dews, Tim, and once again though, absolute big call out to Dipper and his incredible greenkeeping crew he's got here this morning. So green is running brilliantly considering the amount of rain we've had. And
well, it's been pretty big time for Dipper and his team because not only are they looking after this, they're looking after Kawana as well.
Yep.
And Kawana have hosting events this week in the state titles, I believe.
Yep. Yes, they are. A few of our players I know playing there today, in actual fact, Tim.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's a credit to Team Dipper. Get 2 greens up to the standard during the this period where there's been a hell of a lot of use and a hell of a lot of rain. So
Absolutely.
Desley looking to correct on her first. She's got one behind now.
Gillian is there on the rink next door. Leanne, I can see Leanne from here. I can't see the scoreboard though.
Morning,
Gillian.
Bev. Yes, Team Vaughan are doing well.
Yeah, it's been a quality game, really. Yeah, just going to run through a little bit here. But it's going to be in a good catchment area there once again. Yeah, it'd be a good idea to probably match those two. Could be a bit light on grass line.
She might come down and sit it
Just
the other way.
Just going to miss it, mate. Yeah. Just need a little bit more grass on that one there. She had good weight for what she was after, though.
Yep.
Very good weight.
3 o'clock bowl could be the shot there.
Yep.
Plenty of room on both hands. See what the skips can do.
Okay. On the mat. Now. Sticking to the forehand. Come around this front one. Got it well positioned here.
Yep.
Weight's looking pretty good too, Tim.
Come on, you need to just need to keep coming as soon as we said
just
the
running out of light. Looked sensational till I mentioned that.
It did. I thought it was definitely going to get to the white.
Just pulled up. Now that last one, this one here should be underdone grass line.
Going to get an inside rub.
Yep. Oh.
That hurts.
Yeah, that hurts.
That Carol's still got quite a distance here to be able to get in.
Yep.
He's given it a good line. It's now all down to a weight. You need to sit and stop. Oh.
Just got the edge of the bowl and ran through, unfortunately.
And I think it's probably still only one. This one looks to be a slightly better line, although it's starting to hang out now. She may
get onto her
get to her own.
No, we're just going to pull up. Yeah, just need a bit more weight on that one. That bowl of hers doesn't need much, Tim, does it?
No. Oh. Probably about 2 feet. She had everything else right. This looks to be the same bowl.
Now,
which is...
you think she should change over to her backhand? She's got a couple there to a bit of a change of call here.
Well, now Althea gets to get the +1.
Yep.
Very important when you're holding shot and you get the last bowl to try to inflict more pain on the opposition.
Ever so true.
A lot of times when you're able to convert that last bowl, it's amazing how many times it makes a significant difference to the result. Going to get lucky here.
Going to draw a
the absolute. So there you go.
That's a great bowl. Yeah, she played that well.
Yep. So
I mean, they come through that outside port there too.
They've gone and taken one out, so And it was
There's
two,
two
so
shots,
she
yeah.
did add to it.
Well done. I said a couple of very good bowl. That last bowl was an excellent bowl.
Yeah, she has converted well.
Drew it cold, my friend. Hey, Bev, watching from Rockhampton. Good on ya. Yeah, I see these girls are from Yeppoon, by the looks of it. Lovely little part of Queensland.
Yeah, nice little pub out there. Okay, so we started on end 15, but I think we need to shoo the skips away. Captain Tony's gone over to give them the New Zealand brush.
Yes. Saw her coming.
A metre from the centre line.
Okay, Desley on the mat. Again, she's got this very well pointed. Comes down to her weight. Just going to sneak around.
Going to get underneath.
Yep.
About a foot short, but a good start.
Yeah, very good first up bowl there, mate. So
it's pretty important that the leads, get something there or thereabouts, because it's
look
very easy to drop big numbers in this format.
Geez, that's a beautiful reply though, Tim.
Oh,
straight away.
Yep.
Said anything you can do, I'm going to do better. So it's she played that beautifully.
They can keep doing that stuff all day, and our viewing audience will be sitting back and enjoying a great display of bowls.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, has she got the weight to get onto her own?
I don't think that's going to get all the way.
No.
The weight wasn't bad. It was just needed to be a fraction water.
Yeah. Change your hand here for Diane. She had pretty good weight on that too. I think that bowl there just threw her out because it's still on the run too. Yeah, a little bit underdone grass line with this one. She's just going to miss her own. It's had good weight on it though once again. Just losing their line slightly, aren't they?
Yeah, it's this time in the game, it's pretty important that you're trying to maintain your composure here and keep in with a chance to win the game, and wasting bowls and not getting the line is just not helping the cause.
They're down to the skips now, though. Down to the ones that get the big bucks, mate.
Yeah. That's only after the leads like you and Robbie have created the heads.
So one, mate.
Well, this is not a bad effort if it's not going to get all the way there. Carol going to look for the port here.
Yep.
I think she's found, just got a touch of her own inside there.
Yeah.
Another one in the head.
Yes, it certainly is. In a very good area there too.
Got at least 3 seconds.
That's a good attempt. Good bowl there.
Yep. We're looking to set the shot pole or touch the kitty.
Yep.
Not going to quite... Yes, it is. Going to get underneath. What a great bowl.
Oh,
And I think she got the result. It fell down. Oh,
no, it's still got
Diana indicated that it is
one shot.
her bowl that's the shot.
Yep.
It's where they come from, but the weight is just not going to get around that. Well, if she can sit this shot, she could get a couple. Move the jacket's good. I think she's taken a wider line. It's not going to get back from there, unfortunately. Okay. So the girls walk up to work out who's got it. And it was one shot, and I believe the one shot was to Team Vaughan. So Diana's gone to get the mat, and she has. We are 15 ends in, and a scoreline of 20 to 10. 10 shots the difference, with 6 ends to play. So Team Rankin, I think they're looking for a multiple this end to try and swing the momentum, keep themselves in the game. Morning, Peter, Diana, and Paul Finley watching from Mackay. Well, both the leads have come up a bit short with their starting bowls on this end. Big chance now for Desley. Yep. Got the good line, good weight, and a good bowl. Tick, tick, tick. Well, Diana's got herself in a far better field this time. This is where they come from, and she's got pretty good weight. Just going to touch it behind. Desley will be looking to sit that second shot there, the round bowl at 5 o'clock. That's a fair line. It's just the weight that's going to bring it back. It's going to go stay out there. Althea coming down on the backhand. She's starting to work home. It's a good home there. She dropped down the other bowl. Her bowl is now sitting down, but and is a good second shot.
Nice little head building here, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is gonna go off here. You need to be a bit wider than that.
Yep.
And you need some more.
Yeah, probably
of
a
the
bit
muscle.
more weight too there too.
Yeah.
A bit more breakfast, as I call it, Tim.
Extra glass of sausage.
Yes. Or as being at Coolum, by the looks at when most of the players come in, particularly the young ones, an extra bacon and egg roll from McDonald's.
Yeah, I'll pass, thanks.
Yeah, same here.
They're following suit here. Yep. The Skips. Two bowls that they wouldn't want to play again.
No, it's
they'd be happy to get them back.
Well, there we go. We've taken a bit of grass this time here.
Yep. It's not going to get all the way back from there, I don't think.
Yes,
But
working its way
it'll
back
be
in.
it'll be another one in the head.
Geez, I tell you what, that surprised me the way it came back there, though, Tim. It really did surprise me.
Well, that is the wide side
Yes.
on coming back towards the clubhouse.
I think this is a little bit underdone grass line
Yep.
also too, mate.
Yep. You're going to have to get very lucky to get the result here.
Not
Okay.
quite.
So looking to just try and turn this second shot over. She could
Yep.
make
Make
a few here.
Oh,
No, this field's not too bad either, Brian.
Played this
Just
bit.
down to the weight here. She is going to get the... Oh,
just caught the edge of that. Gee whiz, I reckon
that would have
it was
been perfect.
Yeah, it was too. And she had excellent weight on it too, Tim, to get the result that she required.
Yep. Oh, it's only one to Team Rankin, but
Yep.
it's could be a very telling one as they mount their comeback with 9 shots behind.
Still got enough ends in there, but they've got to win every end now, though, Tim, don't
Yeah, well, you need a multiple in there. There are
Yeah.
5 ends to play, 9 the difference. You
Yeah.
get a 2 or a 3
they? Yes.
on this end. You know you're well back in it. If you get a 4, you've won the lottery. So we're about a metre up from the tee.
Yeah.
The skip is standing 3/4 way. Jack's probably gone 2 or 3 metres past where she was standing, so pretty much about the same sort of length the girls have been playing for most of the game.
Just not quite there with this one.
No.
Good grass line, just needs a little bit more weight. Said it's been a lot of rain here at Coolum, and absolute credit to Dipper and the crew. Hey, Paul. Hey, good on you, Diana.
Oh,
Peter, Brian, okay, Pete. Catch up with you soon, Pete.
sticking with the same hand, Desley. This is on a fairly good line. It's just all the weight now.
Yeah, I think she's
Gonna
definitely
get
around
round.
this. Yep. no matter where that finishes, that's a pretty handy home there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit underdone here, but look at the weight on that one too. They've definitely corrected.
That one's gone for a long run around the block.
Yep.
He's got the right line, Desley. Now it's just working on her weight here. That came out looking like it didn't have a lot of weight. I think it's keepings off this end, Brian.
Yeah, that's sort of weight.
Team Rankin's got the shots, but I don't think they're going to stay there for long.
Yes, it's definitely, Jack's definitely got a dose of the flu or something. No one wants to get near it.
Well, we're social distance from it, mate. So
yes, that's
we're
true.
not getting the flu.
100% correct there. They're down to the skips. They've got plenty of room to draw there. They can play it either hand too, Tim. It's open both ways.
Yep.
Probably the forehand, I think, is probably the kinder hand by the looks of it.
Well, Carol gets the first option. Looking to get one really close and keep the pressure running. She's taken a pretty wide line here, but the weight is the thing. Is it going to get all the way back? Promotes one of her teammates' bowls, but still
pretty open, mate.
Well, it's 1.5 meters, I think, from the jack. Althea's looking to find the gap here.
She's given it plenty of territory.
She's going to get round it easily enough. It is going to run on a bit.
Yeah, just her weight, mate. Look, it did get back to the line.
She's got an impeccable line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Found the home right on the centre. Well, this is going to come underneath. You don't want to run into it. It's going to get a push forward. So that's another one in the count.
Another one in the count. So it could make this last few ends very interesting if they can hold on to this few shots they've got here, Tim.
Well, in the past, Althea's been the heartbreaker.
Yeah.
She hasn't played 3 bad bowls in a row. It'll be backing her to reduce this count somewhat.
Yes.
It's still wide. And runny.
Still a bit.
Oh, big chance here now. Big chance.
Yep. One bullet left.
Puts the pressure on. Carol's definitely taken a wide line. She just needs to bring it back. Anywhere near back to that bowl is going to count. Yep.
And that
there we go.
Doesn't fatten the target at all.
At least 4, I would suggest, with that.
Yeah. Might even be 5, mate.
Well,
big bowl here.
I wouldn't be counting the chickens yet.
No. No, that's for sure.
Well, she's got a better line, but is it going to get past these front lot? I don't think so.
Geez, that's a great bowl. She's cut it down, though.
We might have cut one out.
She may have cut one out.
Let's see how many fingers they give up. Oh, there it is, a 4. It was to win the jackpot.
Yep.
That's exactly what they needed to jump back into calculations. So 4 ends to play and 5 shots the difference. So well and truly back in this game. Carol's walking up and We just noticed for the first time we've actually got shadows.
I noticed that. This is surprising how people haven't jumped out of their skin to see that shadow's been few and far between the last week or so, Tim.
I must admit, I think we had 5 wet days on the cruise.
Yes. Okay, we'll see how they go.
This is a little bit shorter this length.
Yep.
Desley's first one. She's pretty good start. Finished about jack high and slightly in front. Should be good from coming from that hand.
Yes.
It's well pointed. Is it going to get all of the way?
Just going to pull up a tad short. As you said, beautiful line though.
We're going to change hands now. Desley doesn't want to run into that opposition bowl, so draw down here. Little touch to hide the kitty would be good. Certainly giving herself a wide line that don't come back as far from that hand. There, it has stayed right out there. It's a better looking bowl here. They're going to get all of the way. Well, not quite.
Just pulling
not
up.
Quite. You need to be nice and wide here on either hand so that you're not promoting the opposition bowl. Just taking a narrower run with this. Gets underneath this bowl, which I think it is. Yes, and she got a touch with the kitty. No, but found a good home.
Yeah.
Good home at the back there. I think this is looking for a touch on her own here.
Which she has done.
Which she's done.
And got the result.
Sat there. It may even be 2.
Yep, got the result out of that.
No, just the one.
Just the one by looks of it from here. That white bowl sitting just about jack high there, I reckon would probably be second shot.
Yep.
Mate, there's still 6 bowls to come, so who knows?
Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen.
Well, it's anyone's said the game's there to be won. The back end of the game, isn't it? There's only 5 shots in it, and still got plenty of ends to play. So,
that rink there yesterday produced some really good games.
Oh yes,
semi-final Cotterell Inch was a classic.
Yep, absolutely.
And then the Huey Bester men's final yesterday was tight to start with, and then the heads were so good, and they were longer. It negated Ryan's big game.
Big hitting game, mate.
Yeah, the Master Blaster was it. Okay. So looking to add to the count here. Got another fair looking bowl. That's 3. Oh no, it's still only the one. I forgot that one on the side. Looking at the picture, it looks the other way, but we can see the rink from where we are, and it's definitely only one. So Desley's looking closely at this. It's got the jack, punched it out. There's a very good bowl.
Picked up 2
from Carroll. That was definitely what they needed.
Yes.
So
definitely holding 2 shots there now.
Yeah. Well, Althea's got 2 to make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the wide hand to draw it on. I'm not sure that's enough of the line. She's going to need help.
Gee, she had beautiful weight on that too, didn't she? Well, that probably may cut one out, you know.
It did. It did.
Yes, that's a good bowl, first up bowl. Look at the weight on that, Tim. Absolutely spot on.
Well, the option here is if she can get a touch on this jack, she could make 4.
Yep.
Well, she's in the right field. Down to the weight.
Very close. Oh, just running through, but what a
Well,
great attempt.
again.
She gave it every opportunity, though, Tim.
Yep, she did. Last chance. The girls will be facing Mecca and hoping to keep the shot they've got. They don't want to be touching anything at the front here and promoting the opposition into the shot. I'm not going to do that. The girls are walking around it. They've taken a white one out.
Yep.
They're getting down and measuring for 2. It looked to me like it was only 1, so see how close we are. It is only the 1.
Only the 1.
That turns the scoreboard over, so we're 20-16 for the difference.
Anyone's game.
Yep, 3 ends to play for the difference.
Yep.
Multiple on this end for Team Rankin will make the last, the up and back very competitive and exciting, we hope.
Yeah.
It's what the viewers at home want to see. Morning, Carol McDonald. Yeah. Huey the rain god stayed away so far.
So far, so good, Carol. They're copying it down in northern New South Wales, though.
How far down?
Port Macquarie.
Head area.
Yep.
My good mate Tom Fitzgerald's he lives down that way, and great part of the country. Fairly good start here from Desley.
Yes, good first up bowl.
This one's just going to slide past.
Yeah, good jack high bowl there.
Not bad weight, but just going to slide across and then finish pretty much jack high. About half an hour's play left. There are already a few rinks that have finished, so I'm pretty sure that time is not going to be a player for any of the teams this morning. And Desley will be definitely looking to get a close one in here. Keep the pressure on. Oh, that looks like it's missed the line. Although it's holding well.
It's holding very well. Just drop under now, though. It's going to be in.
Well, that's going to be a counter. Halfway down there, I thought that was going to be wider than the other because it looked to be a lot narrower.
Yeah,
it held its line well there.
G'day, Pat. How are you, buddy?
This is pointed if it's got the legs.
Yeah, it's a very good bowl. Just the one down.
Well, at this stage, one's a good.
Yep. And of course, Tim, this wonderful event couldn't be brought to you if it wasn't for the sheer generosity of these wonderful sponsors, mate.
No, our game is gratefully to all of the sponsors who provide their assistance and allow us to run these events and give opportunities for players of all ages to be out and about, being healthy, having a bit of fun, and a lemonade or two.
Of course, the sponsors are down there on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. What a great-looking bowl here. It's of course, Sunshine Coast Council and Identified Services, Cleaning, Maintenance and Management.
Thank you very much for your support. And
Absolutely.
while we're thanking people, we should take a moment or two to thank all the volunteers at all of the clubs. It's a huge effort when the Sunshine Coast gets to be the district side's host and the host for the state championships. They wouldn't be able to do that without the members of each of the clubs who, I know here at Coolum, I only live across the road, and I see people here at 6 o'clock every morning for 3 or 4 weeks, giving up their time to be part of it. So on behalf of Bowls Queensland, a big thank you to all the volunteers from all of the clubs who have, your contribution has made this event work so much better. Thank you.
That's ever so true, mate.
Well, got a good bowl behind there now. We've broken up those those 2 bowls of Diana's. And again, it's down to Althea, who has a chance to put a spike in things. It's a pretty good line here. You're going to...
Under her own? Just got the edge.
Well, I think that might have just went back the wrong way, so they're still holding, Team Rankin. 1 bowl each to play. It's a big bowl, this one coming in. You just want to have the right weight here. You don't want to... that looks to be a bit on the narrow side. Just looking up, might get a work. It got a work off that front bowl, and it's finished up right in the head there. That may be an additional one. Knocked that blue bowl across. So it could be 2, but they are coming down to have a look at it.
When in doubt, go down and have a look.
Well, it's
business end of the game.
If they do have 2, that's the multiple that they need to get the ends and the shots matching.
Yep.
So this could be a very telling bowl if Althea's able to turn this around. You wouldn't put it past her the way that she's been playing.
No, and must admit that she has been playing well.
They've got more than enough time for them to be discussing what the options are here.
As long as she doesn't kill it, mate.
Well, even so, with 25 minutes to play at 3 ends to go, 6-minute ends, you could probably kill it twice.
True. Okay, she's been down, she's had a look. See what weight she plays here, Tim. Could be interesting.
Yep. She has a very meticulous setup.
Yep. Looks like she's coming straight up the line by the looks of her feet. And just playing with just over a draw.
Control weight.
She's awfully close
it's
too.
Starting
Tim.
to look good now.
Well, not too sure back there, Tony.
I can't see. No, it's 1 to Team Rankin.
Yep.
So
that blue bowl. Blue bowl was obviously shot.
Yeah, I think they were holding at least 2, so you reduce the count. We are now playing and number 20. 3 shots the difference.
Yep. Pat, I hope you gave your lovely wife breakfast in bed this morning. Three shots, mate. It's really, really interesting now, isn't it? Two wins.
Morning, Roy Anthony Campbell,
Hey,
Glenn
Roy.
Whittle, Tung Curry, and Rex Hawkins by waving their hands. Do they really think the bowls will follow them?
No, mate.
Well, the bowls don't have eyes or ears.
Ever so true. Oh, good starter there from Diana.
Yep, this one's just going to slide on by, I
From
would
Desley, I
suspect.
should say. Yeah. Yes, Diana uses the brown bowls. So
So we're starting to see a lot of the games finishing up. Only 2 rinks still on top green here.
Yep.
And it looks like 1, 2, only 3 on the second green, and third green's out of our eyesight, so we can't see there.
Yep.
But, most of them are playing in 20, so time is not going to be a problem. Very good bowl there from Desley. Pressure's now on.
It's an excellent bowl there, mate.
I think that's the bowl she went home to get, Brian.
You know what? Not a bad reply there from Diana, but just running through the head slightly. Anything in behind
Anything,
the head?
anything behind here is a good result.
Yeah, and that's a good bowl, mate.
Yep. So I split the other 2.
Yeah, what you really
Probably
need
holding 2, so
needs a very good second shot here, Tim.
well, she's in the right field. And that is the second shot you're
Yeah.
talking about, Brian.
100%.
Makes the big difference.
Oh, it definitely does now. It gives us options.
Yep. But like I said, they definitely need a multiple on one of these ends.
Yes.
If they're going to get away with the victory. Carol will be looking to just rest this bowl out.
Mate, just a draw. I reckon just over
Well-
a draw, Tim.
It's just got to keep coming.
Yeah.
She had the right line for it, but she'll know what, after having one go at it, she'll know what she needs to do. Well, this should be interesting whether or not the weight that she chooses to play here, just trying to draw it off or get some sort of contact. Jack looks pretty close to the bowl, so you may be able to push it back. She's got a line that's going to duck off now, I think, and maybe give her another second shot. Not quite. But I think that's going to have a change of hand now. Well pointed.
Played this well.
Well, that's what she needed. She wanted that second one.
And there's no target there. It's just a one bowl target too, isn't it? And it's a very good bowl there.
Well, Alita's, been drawing her way out of trouble all the time,
Yes.
but I don't recall her actually playing a weighted bowl.
Well, she's
And
backed herself on the
and
draw, mate.
She's again.
Awfully close too.
Well, it depends on how close that is, whether it's going to take the other bowl.
Well, that's probably locked in. Second shot.
Second shot to the front one in front of the white is the second shot. It's going to make it harder to get another one here for Carol.
Well, she's
But
given this plenty of air,
well,
mate.
She's not gonna knock in the opposition.
No.
Well, we could be down to a thrilling finish this way. Well, if she can get contact on that white shot bowl, there's a chance that the Jack will come back to the bowls at the back that they've got.
Got to be careful she doesn't take out her second shot though, Tim.
Yeah, well, you probably don't need a lot of weight to be underneath that. Like maybe a yard on. Pretty close.
That's a great try. And that's a great try.
Yep. Okay,
just
so
the one shot.
One more to the score. It's 20-18 as we play the last end. So
what an entertaining game it's been though.
Well, it's down to the last end. 2 will get a tie, 3 will win.
Yep.
And Team Vaughan, they've been in front the entire way, and I guess they will have somewhat of an advantage with the last bowl.
Yes, it was so true.
Pretty important that Desley just goes whack and puts one right on this to start with, and that'll turn the pressure around a bit to the opposition.
Put the pressure right on. G'day, Troy. How are you, mate? I thought you would have brought down a nice cup of black coffee or something this morning for us, mate. So we've been waiting for it, Tim and myself, Timbo. Of course, Tony Allen, our IT guru, who's here. The A-team's here. A
couple of cold Red Bull cans will be fine.
Yes, I think Tony's already got a couple of Red Bulls in front of her. So, but you know the way I like my coffee, Troy. So no doubt, hopefully see you in the next few days, mate.
Well, when you come back, I'll make sure I've got the flasky, mate. I know exactly where it is.
He's a good lad, Troy.
This is the one that's going to be the counter, I think.
Yeah, well, just running through slightly, but yeah, I'd favour that as shot.
Yep, I think you're right. I think the one at the front is probably a metre and a half, but there's plenty of room to draw. And
yeah,
this is where you really need to step up. Pressure's on. See if Desley can deliver.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? So
I think she's got the first part of it right.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there we go. You moved out of the way. Good solid contact or underneath. That one looks like it is the shot, but again, plenty of room there.
Yep.
There's good weight on this. This is going to be close. Oh no, it's going to hang out. Doesn't got there.
Not quite.
The advantage is slipping a bit back towards Rankin. And if Desley can add one in
there,
that'll be the real. Well, they come back well from out there. She's given herself plenty of grass. Maybe a fraction wide.
It's going to come to a pretty handy.
Well, it has got behind. There's still the big opening here. Well, that one unfortunately's got a little bit too much running on it. It's running right to the back.
Yes.
Although it
down to the skips, mate.
It's stayed on, so they do have the best backist.
Comes down to just a dead draw.
Yep. Both the skips have been drawing fairly well, so this could be a very exciting 6-bowl finish.
That's so true. Only 2 shots in it, last end.
Well, I think they're currently, as they sit on the green, it's a tied game.
Yep.
So
a couple of
all Team Vaughan needs to do is just to keep the score to 1 or less, and they'll get the victory. This one is a
bit quick,
on the wide and quick side.
Yep.
it's a pity because that would have been really good to have got one right in there close.
Yeah.
Put the pressure on.
So down now. Needs to cut it down.
Yeah.
Because it could be 2 there, I think. It's hard to say. But has to put it beyond doubt, really,
Yep.
Tim, doesn't she?
That's what you're looking to do.
Doesn't have to
and
look
there's
for
a-
a shot, just has to look for second shot.
It's a really open looking head.
She's got a beautiful line on this one too, mate.
She's just going to duck underneath past the jack, I think, and go back to the other
Yep.
red bowl. I'm looking through the seat over here.
Yes.
You're not seeing anything on the camera because the person's standing right in the line there. Let's see what's happening. This one's coming up on the other hand. It's going to be wide and short, I believe.
Still, the head hasn't changed at this stage.
So a bit disappointing that we can't give you a clear picture, but if you look up in the top left, you've Tony's done the best there to try and keep you in the loop. This one's coming down
Very
got
nicely.
a bit good a merit if she's going to get underneath the shot bowl and be the shot.
Yep.
And she's dragged it with her. This is going to make it difficult because I think Carol's only got one left. And
That's a great bowl.
there is one of her blue bowls at the back here, just at to the right of Diana's foot, right down near the
Yep.
Coolham's side. But, she's probably going to have to come and have a good
Have
look
a-
at
have a
this
good look at
because
it, yeah. So you got one bowl to go.
she
Sure.
does need to get 2 to get the draw.
Yep.
Or to make 3, and I can see 3 bowls of hers that on the picture.
Yep.
One in her hand is 4, and I know the blue one back here is 5. Can't remember where the other one was. The other white bowl is actually at the front. Yep, there it is. So the only way of really getting 2 from there is that she's going to have to get the jack and go with it. Or get the shot bowl onto those back bowls and move them far enough away.
Yeah, it's
So
very
it's a-
hard. Very hard shot,
Exactly.
that one, Tim.
No disrespect, but we're not looking at Australian level bowlers here. But anyone can play this game and play all the shots. The big difference is that the really good players do it more often than us mere mortals.
Well, she's had a good look.
Yeah, well, she knows what's. It's a good position for Team Vaughan because they've done the work. They've pretty much been in front the whole day.
Yes, they have, haven't
And they have the luxury of can get over the line if
got last bowl.
if Carol can't convert here.
Yeah.
Well, this is not a bad line at all. If it's going to hold,
She's played this brilliantly, mate.
it's got the shot bowl out, whacked it across the other side, and I think that'll only be 1 down, and that won't be enough.
Yeah, definitely just the one.
Oh, absolutely no need to really play this shot.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So long as she stays off that white
Well,
one.
she can't.
She
She
can't
can't.
do any
She
damage.
can't give it away.
Yeah,
I mean, they are going to win the game. The only way that that doesn't happen is if somehow that jack ends up out of bounds.
Yeah.
Be pretty hard to do on the hand she's playing. So that see whether she's got to.
Not quite. 1 down. So,
There we-
19-20, mate. What a game.
Yeah, it went right down to the wire. I
Right,
think
yep.
that's by the look of it, that's the only the last rink to finish.
Yep.
And round 1 has been a pretty good game. It's a 1-shot win to Diana and Althea Vaughan over Desley Williams and Carol Rankin.
Yes.
I'd just like to say thank you for all of our sponsors. The sponsor of this event, Identified Services Cleaning Management and Maintenance, to Coolum Beach Bowls Club, and Sunshine Coast Council, and of course Bowls Queensland. And to the Bowls Queensland sponsors, Mullins More at Law, the Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Asset Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and the Bioscapes Group. Thank you for your support. And at approximately 11:30. So on behalf of Brian, Marshall and Tony, we wish you well, and we'll catch you after lunch. Thank you.